To create a new screener or survey or form, all the same thing, in a study, what you'll want to do is go to an individual study, then go to the Screeners tab, and then you can click New Screener or press N on your keypad. From here, you'll be able to create a new screener like online pre-screen. You can actually also duplicate from a previous screener. So if you want to reuse something or you had a template, you can do that. Click Create Screener. From here, you have the Screener Builder page where you can preview the screener by clicking this. If you made edits, you can undo and redo, and then you can add elements. You can paste the screener, and then you can add a page. The other main pages are redirects and language. Here is where you can change the button. So let's say you'll have a screener in French. You might write submit in French, cancel in French, all these things. The confirmation page text and disqualification page text is the final page your respondents see after they click submit. So after they click submit and they've been qualified, it will say thank you for completing the study. If they disqualify, it will say thank you for completing the survey. Unfortunately, your responses did not meet our needs. If you want to add a URL redirect, you can click redirect after confirmation and type in a URL to your social media page, to your homepage of your panel, whatever it might be. The other two tabs are the bulk screener email. So this is where you will invite your respondents to take the survey. You might lay out incentives, the study participation dates, the topic of the study. And then in study screeners, this is where you can actually set up study to be public or private and internal only, things like that. So let's go back to the screener builder and show you how to create some elements. So to create a title, you would just click add element, add page title. To add an intro paragraph, you would just type paragraph. And this is really important. It's really important to collect this contact info. And this just creates first name, last name, email, and phone number questions you can see here. And actually clicking on this will scroll. And it will automatically create these 4 questions. It'll require them, and it will turn on two-way panel property sync. And what this does is it saves your survey responses to the panelist profile. So this works really, really nicely if you're maybe asking for the most up-to-date salary. So let me show you how to do that. So this would be, number input. What is your current annual salary? And from here, you would want to require this. It's already a number, so it'll force a number entry. And to save this response to the panel, you can choose this two-way panel property sync and then choose a property. So let's say salary. Okay, this doesn't exist. So let's create a new one. Salary, annual salary. Let's make sure it's a number, create that property. And then here you go. Now when anyone responds to this question and two-way panel property sync is on and linked to the annual salary, this respondent's panel profile will be updated. Another really handy feature is this paste screener button. So this is useful when your client already gives you a screener, and let's say it's in doc format, so you're going to copy and paste like 20 questions, whatever it might be. So this is an example. Let's copy this. What's your eye color? Let's say what's your favorite color. Let's do why is this your favorite color? So this will create questions in the survey already. So it just should save you a lot of time. Multi-line questions create single select or multi-select. You'll be able to change this later. And then if it's just a question on one line, it'll just create a text input. And if you have 2 blank lines, so here's one blank line and then here's a second blank line, it'll actually create a new page question. And you can scroll and preview, so you'll see that this is a new page. If you click submit, it added our pasted questions to this first page because that's where we clicked paste screener, and then the new page question got added here. Another little handy bit to scroll up to the top, you got a little button right here. You just click this, and then to preview, it'll open up a new tab, and you'll be able to see the screener. It won't save the responses, so you can type in all this stuff and check your logic and everything like that. And then speaking of logic, for page logic and branching, you can click on this tab up here to click add page logic and add logic statements. It should be self-explanatory. And then you can also preview individual pages. So let's say we want to go to page 2 and preview that. This is handy if you have 30 pages and you want to preview page 12. You just come to the page header, click preview page, and you'll be able to view that specific page. And on the topic of just qualification and disqualification, those are done in the question settings. So you could do qualify, disqualify, skip logic here. And let's say we want to only speak to people whose favorite color is blue and just reject all these other people. And then maybe for Hazel, you want to skip to page 2. This is how to do that. So this is just the basics of creating a screener. And actually, lastly, this can be really, really handy. We actually save previous versions of the screener. So you can do undo and redo. These are handy, but you can actually view, something you saved a day ago, 2 days ago. So every few seconds, we do save a backup. So you can actually revert to the original screener we created, or this is, when we just had the title, and you can just revert to this version. So this sums up how to create a screener.